Alright, by the way, the battery is warm. Like, I mean, yeah, like I said, it almost overheated, but yeah. I can feel it. I can physically feel it. It's warm. So that's pretty bad, man. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go put the other battery in, and then I'm going to go ride around the neighborhood, and I'm going to start turning the power down. That's what I'm going to do, alright? See what's comfortable, man. I had it set to 400 phase amps before, so maybe I want to start there and then maybe turn it up, or start higher and then go lower. All right, but 800 is too much, man. I kind of don't dig the 800. It's kind of too much power for this bike. It's kind of too hard to manage. All right. Also, I do want to say this battery, it hung in there pretty good, man. I think this battery only is the overcurrent is like at 250 amps or something. So I don't know if I know we were hitting. I can't tell, man. I can't really check out the gauges while I'm riding because I gotta focus on riding, guys. But I know we were doing more than 200 DC current. So yeah, the battery did great. Is what I'm gonna say. But yeah, that definitely was a torture test in cool weather. Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, I just pulled the battery. It's pretty warm. Yeah, it's pretty hot, man. We pushed this battery to the max. So, gotta be careful with this. I didn't have to worry about that so much with the BSC 4000. I'll tell you this, with the BSC 4000, I think that's just the right amount of power for the Sur Ron. That's what I say. All right. So maybe we want to tune it around the BSC 4000 power level, but maybe a little higher, okay? Because I need more power to beat those other bikes, man. It's gonna be tough. Okay, this is not fully charged, but okay. Yeah, man. So yeah. So now that we've done a max power ride, all right, torture test ride. Now it's time to start dialing in like how much power we think we need. That's what I say. All right. So I want to point out this controller is badass, man. It took all of that, no problem. The controller was not the bottleneck on that ride. I'll tell you that, man, dude. The controller didn't even get hot at all, man. I think the most I saw it go was like a quarter out of the thing, man. So yeah, it's crazy. This controller is very, very, very powerful. That's what I'll say. All right, you can handle a lot of abuse. All right. The question is, can your battery and the motor handle it? So, okay. Alright, F-Spec is doing a little riding. What I'm doing is I'm adjusting the phase. I'm adjusting the phase current to see how rideable the bike is. All right. Definitely at 400, it's not a whole lot of power. You can get on it a lot. It's a lot easier to ride. Oops, I went into a freaking cul-de-sac. It's fine. Yeah, it's much easier to ride with 400 phase amp. It doesn't feel very fast though. It feels slower than the BSC 4000. That's how I'm running 420 phase amps right now. All right, it's very easy to ride. It's much more easier to ride than an 800. 830, okay? So 420, all right? That was 420 right there. Let's turn it up to 500. Let's turn it up to 500. Okay, I'm going to go here. I've got it set to 280 line current. We want to try to keep the battery from overheating. So we're going to go 500 amps now. Okay, 500 amps phase current is a little bit more power than the BSC 4000 can do. Okay, we'll see. So F-Spec is testing right now is rideability, all right? Because at 800 phase amps, it is not easily rideable. Oh yeah, there we go. It's got some kick now. 500 seems to be the magic number right there. Now, let's just go in here. I know this is a dead end, but man, everything is so dirty. Oh, it's because it's garbage day. That's why. I have to change my brake pads on this bike. Oh, 500's good. 500's good. 500 feels like the BAC 420. That's what I'm gonna say from the butt dyno. All right, guys. Oh boy! yeah. Oh yeah! Holy moly, dude! It's still fast at 500 phase amps. Yeah, I kind of like this. This is a good power level. I think I can even ride this off road. So let's take it out on the pavement real quick. Alright, so we're just going to go out on the street and we'll just do a speed test real quick. So I've got an EP mode. So I think an EP mode, what it does is it uses the eco mode power level, throttle sensitivity. I think it just goes from standard or sport to the EP mode. Are these guys going to go straight or right or left? Are you guys going to use your turn signal? Okay, I'm going to put it back in sport. And we're going to go. That's full throttle. Still pretty fast, but it takes longer to get up to max to speed. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, we're gonna go down this street here real quick, and we're gonna goose it real quick. It's still pretty hard to ride, you know, with that transition from braking. Alright, there it is, wide open. Alright, well the front doesn't want to get up, but yeah, it's still pretty fast. Yeah, man. I saw we get close to 300 DC amps, so I think we're maxing out the battery. The current on the battery. Definitely. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go turn up the power even more. Okay, so we did 420. You guys saw 420, and then we did 500 just now, and we're gonna do 600. Okay. And I've got about 72% charge. We're gonna go up to 600 now. Okay, that's pretty close to the max. Remember, 830 or something is the max. Okay, here we go. Oh, hello. It's pretty fast. 600. Just kind of mix it up a little bit. Whew. Whew. There was some kind of dip in the street. Oh, it's starting to get cold. I'm just realizing now. Okay, regen. Regen's pretty good. It's. I think I like this level of regen. It's fine. It definitely keeps you. It definitely slows you down. All right. I think this just goes back out to the street. Oh no, it goes like nowhere. Oh my God, it's fast. Yeah. The front wants to come up. I think maybe 600 might be good. I can manage 600. 800 is just way too much, man. Oh, 600. Okay. Alright, we're going to go out to the main street. We're going to go test out the tops. Max power, wide open, whatever you call it. Still pretty good amount of power. Our motor temps are rising. Haven't got it to 150 yet though. We're about 80% motor temp. I don't know what it is, guys. It doesn't tell you, so. It says 150 is the max, though, so. Alright, we're gonna follow this Mercedes and we're gonna goose it. Maybe not, there's cars coming. Alright, we'll wait here. Whoa, whoa, hello! Yeah, that guy definitely ran a red light. But that guy almost hit him. Alright, here we go. Wide open. Oh, man. Lots of power. 600, I can do 600. Yeah, 600 is enough for when you get on it, the front will start to lighten up. So if you casually roll on it, the front will come up. Alright. Actually, let's go back. Alright, we're gonna go to the end of the street and then turn back. Alright, ready, guys? I'm gonna do a little bit of launch. Boom! Whoa! I saw we hit about 300 phase amps there. Alright, we're gonna do U-turn here. Try not to run into the back of this Range Rover. I saw we hit about 300 phase amps and about 270 DC amps. Maybe we can let's turn the power, the line current up a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna put it back to 300. This battery can handle a little more punishment than the other battery, so I don't know how hot it is though. It's getting real cold though. So, alright. So one of the things that have really impressed me with other electric bikes, like Energica electric motorcycles, and the Alta Redshift that I've ridden, is the throttle is really good, really smooth, very linear, you know, easy to use. All right, unless you put it in the maximum power mode, and that's kind of how I want to get the Sur Ron, and I'm not getting it, man. It either feels like it's not enough power or it's just too much power, you know. But yeah, it rips pretty good, man. That's all I want to say. Okay, so this is a 600 amp pull. All right, 600 amps. There we go. I'm just gonna do a UE and I'm gonna goose it. You know, these other guys are doing a U-turn. Alright, here we go. Wide open. Oh, I can feel it. Pulling power back a little bit. I think we definitely hit 60-something miles an hour there. It's pretty fast. You know, I think 600, I can do 600. I can do 600. Let's put it at 700 now, all right? So 800, I think it's too much, you know. All right, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna do this is the last test, all right? I've already done it at like 800, so. All right, we're gonna stop, and then we're gonna put it at 700. Going up in 100 amp increments. It seems like a lot, yeah. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's very zippy at 700. Definitely, I think when we drag race, we want to turn the power up all the way. but for the racetrack, I think we need it to be more reliable and fast, you know. We need it to be fast, though. All right, so. Okay, so this is like just kind of cruising at 25 miles an hour. It seems okay. We're testing for rideability here. It does like kind of herky-jerky, you know. It is kind of hard to ride slow. I think if you're going to cruise around, you definitely want to keep it in EP mode. Alright. Okay, here we go. It's starting to get dark. This is the last test. Alright. Here we go. Boom! Man, I can feel the bike wanting to take it. Oh my god! Alright, we're going to go left here. Oh my god, it's so fast at 700. Alright, we're gonna go left here. Hopefully there's nobody coming. Oh, I felt the backslide around a little bit there. Oh my god, it's so fast. You know what? 700, I could do 700 also. I think 800 is just, it's too much. But maybe this is a little too much. I've kind of, you know, I could do 500. 500 is pretty easy to, 500 feels like the BAC 4000. Alright, that's a, okay, I want to test like how easy it is to ride around the corners. Oh shit, again, man. It's not too bad. I bet the chain isn't liking this, man. Alright. That's right, we're just racing around the neighborhood, man. Alright, we're gonna go left here. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go out to the main street and we're gonna do a rip it real quick. We're at 61% charge though. Alright, we're gonna rip it. Ah! 60 miles an hour. And that's a 0 to 60. That was pretty fast, man. Alright. I think we should stop. One more. Let's this is having fun here. Let's let these guys go first. Alright, here we go. We'll rip it when we get around the corner. The turn. Oh my god, it's a lot of power. It's a lot of power. I feel like it's pulling power back. Maybe because the motor's starting to get hot now. The motor's almost at 150 Celsius, so you cannot ride this thing at wide open throttle for long periods of time. I'll tell you that, man. The battery and the motor will not like it. Okay, right? This is our last test here. You know what? I could probably do 700 also. I think I'll stick with 700. 700, 600, I think is the sweet spot, you know. Alright, here we go. Oh, it cut out! It cut out! Error! Current overflow. Okay, I got an error, current overflow. What is that? Oh, it disappeared. Okay, it came back. Alright, so that's the same problem I have with the Sur Ron. I think you're opening the throttle too fast, Hades Omega. It doesn't like it. I can feel it kind of. I think maybe we should turn the field weakening down, man. That could be it. Okay, anyway, that's it, guys. I'm done. 700, it's still kind of, it's pretty close to 800 in terms of power, man. It's a lot of torque, man. 700. I think I like 600. Maybe we'll try 650 some other time, but that's it for me today. The sun's come down and we're running low on charge. We're about 50%. It's best to do this when the battery is fully charged. Okay. But yeah. That was fun. 400 feels slower than the BSC 4000. 500 feels about as fast as the BSC 4000. 600 is a little bit faster than the BSC 4000. Hades Omega only has the BSC 4000 to go off of, you know. That's what I'm gonna say. Oh man. All right. Yeah. Man, it rips, dude. That's the first time I saw it do a current overflow, though, guys. I wasn't able to get a screen capture of it, but I got the controller to give me a current overflow. So that's, I think, when the current goes up too fast, it doesn't like it. All right, This is no, bad boy. All right, so I think 700 might be too much. I'm gonna bring it back down to 650, and I think that's the ticket right there. All right, I think 800 is just too much. Maybe when we go drag racing, we'll do the full power, man. But it is freaking fast. I'll tell you this, man. To get to 60 miles an hour, it gets to 60 miles an hour like that, man. Like boom. Okay, you just blink and you're at 60 miles an hour already. It's that freaking fast, guys. 60 miles an hour. Holy moly, man. Yeah. So the GPS is a little slow, man, on the phone for the KO Moto app. I don't know. Maybe it's the phone or the KO Moto app. It kind of takes a while. I was looking at it. It still says 25 miles per hour. I feel that. I don't feel like we're going for 25 miles an hour. And sure enough, when it updated again, it was already like 62 miles an hour. And I kind of like, I was like, man, it's only been like 3 or 4 seconds. It took like three seconds to get up to 60 miles an hour, right? Is that fast? Is that a fast 0 to 60 time? I don't know. Hayes Mega doesn't use 0-60. I use the quarter mile as a, as my benchmark type of thing, all right? That's how I got to get this thing to the drag strip. All right, but yeah, it's pretty hot. Yeah, the motor got hot again. All right, I don't know. Hopefully this motor, hopefully you don't break this motor, but it's got a warranty on it. So this is supposed to be their best motor for the Sur Ron right now. All right, the battery is not too warm. Yeah, I feel like this battery can handle more punishment. I'm not sure, But the motor is pretty hot. I can feel it. It's hot. Okay. All right, so we finished with 73 volts, or about 50%, 58% charge. Oh, we still had plenty, I guess. So, all right, that was Hayes Omega's test tuning ride. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We tried it at a couple different phase currents. All right, we had it at 420 in the beginning. All right, and then 500. All right, like I mentioned, 500 feels more like a BSC 4000. 600, all right, 600 feels like it's a little bit faster than a BSC 4000. And then 700, all right, 700 is pretty close to 800. 800 is nuts, all right. It's in ludicrous speed, all right, 800, all right, 800 amps. And basically what the phase current is it's the torque, man. It's what you feel, like how the power gets there, The more phase current you have, the more torque you have, all right? And that's what, when you feel it, how the acceleration, it gives you more acceleration is what I'll say, okay? It gives you more feeling of that acceleration, all right? You don't have to wait for it to go faster. It just goes, okay? But it's just too much at 800, all right? Hayes Mega does not like 800. 700 is close to 800, all right? 700 phase current. I think I might put it at 650, and that might be a good happy medium, is what I'm going to say. The motor gets really hot, all right? When you go wide open throttle for a while, it gets really hot. The controller doesn't care. Also, we did get a current overflow error on that, okay? So you can see the app tells you if there's any kind of problem with the bike, all right? It didn't do that when it died on the street earlier, man. That was scary. I think we ran out of charge. That's what happened. I was trying to pull too much current in the battery, So I feel that maybe the controller needs to throttle back faster, so you don't so you don't drop below your minimum voltage. All right. I think the minimum voltage on this is 58 volts. I think, right? Let me see. Minimum voltage. And there's something I can still mess around with some of this standstill phase current and top speed phase current. So there's a way you can limit phase current in the beginning. All right, maybe I want to turn that down. Maybe that's why we got that phase current overflow problem. And then top speed phase current is kind of. Oh yeah, that's your phase current at higher RPM. So like it doesn't draw too much current. It limits the current at the higher RPM. All right. That's if your battery can't handle. I guess the battery can't handle it. All right. There was a way to check the voltage, but I don't know where it is. Braking, controller. Yeah, it doesn't tell you here, but from what I know, I think when you can't set it. You can't. It's not a setting that you can set. But when you flash a 72-volt tune file, it's set for like 58 volts of minimum 58 volts. All right. So if you go below 58 volts, it might say, "Oh, but it's too much," and then it just dies. All right. So yeah, what the hell. All right. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a 420 phase amps, 500 phase amps, 600 phase amps, and 700 phase amps kind of rideability test. All right. 400 is pretty easy to manage. 500 is still pretty easy to manage. 600 is yeah, it's got some push. It's got some power. All right. Then 700 is almost like 800. All right. Then 800 is just freaking ludicrous. All right. You better hold on. All right. But if you watch my Sierra Road ride video, you'll find out that, man, this thing eats up a lot of power at 800 amps. All right, so if you want economy, if you want long range, you're not going to get it at 800, man. Especially if you're wide open a lot. Okay, so yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. Hey, F-Spec out.